And my mom called me and she's like, yeah, Mark died. And I was like, oh, shit. She's like, it's okay, just forgive him. And I'm like, fine, I forgive him, but what the f? Like, I shouldn't have to forgive him just because he died.
Stop it. Get some help.
Valkyrae, one of the biggest female streamers on Twitch, just got in trouble because during one of her last streams, she started talking about her brother who just died, essentially insulting him in front of her viewers.
I didn't stream yesterday. My brother passed away yesterday. And I had like my meetings and my mom called me and she's like, yeah, Mark died. And I was like, oh, shit.
Like, could she give a less emotional face? Your brother just died and you hop on the internet to hour from?
Yeah, yeah, he had a really bad alcohol problem and he had, yeah, so that was yesterday. I just felt really bad because I had like a lot of resentment towards him. We did not have a relationship. I was like kind of angry yesterday because he just like didn't treat my mom with respect. He did not like my mom. And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday to me.
Maybe you shouldn't be airing a dead man's personal life to your viewers. Like, this man had a family, wife, and kids. Not to mention, he's your brother.
He didn't treat my mom with respect. He did not like my mom. And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday to me. And then she was like, you should forgive him. And I was like, well, yeah, I guess I have to because he's dead. Like, well, I don't know, this freaking sucks. Like, I don't know, I was like angry and she was like, no, she's like, it's okay, just forgive him. And I'm like, fine, I forgive him, but what the f? Like, I shouldn't have to forgive him just because he died. I was like, okay, no, that's fine. And so I was just having a weird day yesterday and I was like,
Sure, you don't want to forgive your brother. That's a you problem that you should probably share with your therapist, not the internet. Also, whatever grudge you hold against him doesn't matter anymore. Why? Because he's dead.
We never had a relationship. I feel like he never allowed us to have a relationship. After my dad passed away, he never tried talking to my sister and I again. So it's like, why? Like, okay, yeah, great, you passed away, fine. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for his kids because his kids are actually nice to us. But it's like, damn.
God, I don't want to imagine what those kids might be going through right now. Their father just died, and their auntie, who is famous online, is just shitting on their dead dad. Those kids must be devastated. Even Mischief, a complete and utter dumbass, understands the reason not to do that. How could you, his sister, not know?
But you gotta think of the family here and the kids, and even your mom, because it's still her son. You're a public figure talking about their father and how he's dead from being an You're throwing out your family's trauma out there. I think that's very wrong. People are trying to confuse the idea that Ray is psychotic to she might have just be in shock of what's going on.
And when she responds, she's being defensive. Like, if we all forgot the clip of her talking about her brother.
Who's a family member that you don't have a good relationship with? It's very complicated. And for some reason, some people can't understand that. It's so weird. It's not my job to make everyone understand.
Like, why does any of that matter? Your brother is gone and he's never coming back. Instead of you mourning him, you hop on the internet to talk shit about him. Your brother seems like the sane one between the two of you.
Only people that understand what it's like to have bad relationships with family members will probably understand. I don't know how to describe it to people. I genuinely don't. I don't know. I just could not believe how obliterated, once again, I was getting for not reacting the right way to my brother passing. I don't know.
No, it's not about reacting the right way. It's that you hopped on the internet to spread negative information after he passed. No one is going to support that.
It's so annoying. I'll never be able to get closure with him. Makes me mad.
You even seem sad about it, but the need to cloud chase is too high.
Because you are chronically not in a relationship, you don't want to have children, and they are living through a fake relationship that they created in their head through the stream. Stick to that. If you're gonna farm Sims, do that. Speaking ill of the dead, of your own family member one day after when he has kids, it's like, it gets to a point, no?
See, even Sneako's dumbass knows that's a bad idea.
When you lose someone that you're related to that you don't have a healthy relationship with, there are a lot of people like that, like me. And I think it's reassuring that there are a lot of people that are being empathetic towards my emotions. I'm really sad today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really sad.
Yes, there are a lot of people like you, but they don't blast their families online, especially after they've passed. See, the reason she needs a therapist and not a friend is because she ends up talking to Ludwig's girlfriend.
I just want to say thank you to those that were being empathetic towards me and understanding that I was just
in shock.
I was being irrational. It really was.
Yeah.
If he would have just called or like just even an apology for something minor, like, hey, sorry I haven't talked to you, I would have threw everything out the window.
Right.
I would have oh, let's go get coffee. Let's go. I'll fly out to Washington right now. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
Like, just even a crumb of effort.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's hard when you care and the other person doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people that experience the same thing. Like, I think this is such a common thing.
No, this is very common.
This is such a common thing. And it's normal. This is normal. Grief is normal.
And Ludwig's girlfriend is so biased, Valkyrae would have had a more fulfilling conversation with ChatGPT.
I think I should know better.
I'm starting to actually get tired of blaming us. I really am. I've decided this. Like, I'm really tired. You've
11.
been 11. There you go. You've been you to an internet audience that you grew by being you. And only now are people being so disingenuous to monetize their own like insidious like interpretation of what you're doing. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done apologizing. No.
And of course, don't blame the person that basically insulted her very recently deceased brother. No. It's the internet's fault for calling her out. I swear, these Twitch streamers share one brain cell between them. There is no shred of accountability.
Sucks that now everybody is so angry that then they decide to pick you apart for having a very normal part of grief. Like, it's so normal. Go f yourself. You're allowed to feel these things. You really are. You're allowed to go onto autopilot mode and be like, f my brother. Like, these are normal feelings to have.
Yo, Ludwig's girlfriend needs some soul searching if she thinks it's normal to hate someone that much, especially a relative, especially your brother. Feelings doesn't mean you have to voice them, certainly not to millions of people. Like, that video of you insulting your brother probably got to his kids or wife.
Yeah.
When my dad would get really drunk every single night, come home, fight with my mom, I'd be playing video games. I've been playing games as an escape forever.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely love it. And I love streaming. I remember that night when after I vented about my, relationship with my brother, and I kept playing games, and I didn't want to end stream because I didn't want to be alone with my own thoughts.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with like the.
I didn't want to. So I was like trying to keep streaming. I was like, wait, I'm actually just tired. Like, I think I need to face reality and accept the fact that I'm not okay, and I need to process this.
See, after going through the same trauma your brother went through, knowing immigrants, your brother got his ass beat a lot. You couldn't master yourself to give him even a tiny piece of grace in debt. That's evil.
Father was at McDonald's. Wait, he ordered, welcome to McDonald's, man, take your order. Thank you for having us here. My children are hungry. My wife is on double shift. I will never cook for them.
I know you have the privilege where like, okay, just don't stream, your brother died, right? Like, people will say that, just don't stream. But that's also like, admittedly, streaming is one of my biggest coping mechanisms.
Yeah, you can cope with streaming. Just don't say any stupid shit and act like if we all should just play along.
Adult natural blondes basically don't really exist. If you see an adult person with blonde hair, 90% of the time it's dyed. Sometimes people are born with light hair, but almost all the time, by the time you're an adult, it's dark.
I do care. I am sad.
Yeah.
I'm just showing it in a very immature way. I do think that I showed it in an immature way. I do wish I was I wish I was a little more reserved. I wish I just wasn't so. You know how we get when we start making jokes about our trauma?
I get it.
I feel like some people
I think
do that where we start just try to lighten the mood by joking too much
Yeah.
about something that's actually serious because it, it makes it a little bit more lighthearted when in reality it's actually very inappropriate.
Finally, our noggin is trying to function. The gears in our head are finally moving. Also, grief. Grief is a powerful thing. Although we don't know how we would all react if this basically happened to us, bashing your dead brother on streams for millions of people to see, including his wife, children, and your mother, is never okay.
And it's definitely too soon. So I think I did a lot of that. Just a lot of trying to feel better and not knowing how to.
I mean, I do think the biggest thing that like you and I both need help with is like just taking that pause.
Yeah.
Like,
we need to learn how
probably shouldn't have gone like that.
Yes,
We do have a bad
yes.
coping mechanism.
At least it seems like she's learning from her mistake. Check out my last video.